Welcome to True Jamaica Buzz, news and entertainment with a buzz. Just imagine your family leaving from foreign, whether a Canada, US, UK. Going on a vacation in a Jamaica, probably Jamaican. You book into a very luxurious hotel, the Rio that is in Falmouth, newly open. This is the case of Shay Anderson, 3, was supposed to turn 4 a couple of months from the day in which he met his demise. They are from a place that is called Oshawa, Toronto. Toronto is in Canada. Based on the information, it is said that they got there on the 31st of January, which would have been about Friday. On Monday, little Shay met his demise, Shay Anderson, that is. It is said that the mother, along with Shay, 3 going on to 4, went to the pool. They were in the pool at about 1:45 p.m. That's when the mother realized that she did not see the little youth. Then she went searching in at the pool, found the little youth at the bottom of the pool. I want you to take a look to what the SSP that is in charge of the investigation, Mr. Winston Milton, has to say, and then I'll give my piece.
The minor arrived with her parents on the island on Friday the 31st of January and was vacationing at a popular resort in the Toronto state. Details of the journey we are not able to divulge at the moment, but I can let you know that we are currently conducting an investigation into the circumstances that led to the suspected case of John.
So people, you heard what the officer had to say. Not really much, not much information, not much about the investigation. I guess he was just doing his job out of formality. Now people don't want to sound insensitive when a family member lost their life in such a tragic way, lost a little pitney. But I have a couple of questions that I have to ask. Based on the information that I am getting, it was the mother, the father, a next little baby, and the 3 going on to 4-year-old Shay Anderson. That went on vacation. 1:45 in the evening. Now, understand that this is a new hotel, but that new hotel must have at least a 50% capacity. Since it has been open recently, people flock to those places. Rio is a big chain. They have one in Ocho Rios, one in Negril, and then one in Falmouth, like I said. Where is the lifeguard? What was the mother doing? Where was the father? Was the mother distracted? Was the mother on social media? Was the mother taking a call? And I say this to say that as a parent, you should have that mother hen syndrome. That means priority numero uno. That child is going to be at foot in all circumstances. You are going to close mark that child, whether they are on land, which is their natural habitat. Worse, if you take them in a pool, if you take them in the sea, on a natural habitat, especially if that picnic can't swim none at all, free of the water. The mother says she realized that the child was missing. How long it takes you to realize that a child is missing? That by the time you find that child is at the bottom of the pool. Now people, you know that I drive around, you've seen the videos, you know that I have visited pretty much 99.99% of hotels in Jamaica. Those pools are no sorts of slum pool. Those pools, you can see everything clearly in the water. Where were the other persons? Were the other persons drunk, out of their mind, under J. Ray and Nephew and Mark? These people are not responsible for your child or children. That is your priority. So me just say, and I don't want to step on people's head and seem insensitive, but there are some mistakes that you just don't make in life. because whenever you make those mistakes, it could cause a life. Such is the case in this case. So, in my humble opinion, I think that this was negligence. I think that this was a fatal error that was made by this mother, whether the stepmother, whatever the case is. It could have easily been prevented had better heads prevailed, had there been communication between the mother, the father, the next little picnic, and the 3-year-old Shay Anderson. People, this is very tragic. This was avoidable. This could have been easily prevented had persons not been in low la la land, had persons been focused on everything, especially their child, point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, it seems as if these Jamaicans don't understand these criminal elements from Jamaica, leave Jamaica, go to America, don't realize that America is a different kettle of fish. When it comes to crime fighting, especially murder, they are relentless. All of the 50 plus states are tied. Whenever you do anything, there's going to be an all points bulletin that is put out on the alert looking for you. A Jamaican man, 22-year-old Zachary Fraser, learned the hard way. He is from Kingston, Jamaica. Based on information, it is said that he left from Kingston, Jamaica, and went to Mobile, Alabama, where it is said that he is a suspect in the takeaway of 33-year-old Donald Neese in a Mobile, Alabama. Based on the police investigation, it is said that they realized that Mr. Fraser has been in Alabama for a little while. He was responsible for the takeaway of Mr. Neese, 33-year-old. It is said that after he take away that man, he drove the man's car to Florida, a place called Marion County, to be specific. That was where police that was there on alert, state trooper, saw the vehicle. There was an all points bulletin for that vehicle that belonged to the victim. The suspect was driving it. Police pulled over the vehicle. He did not stop. There was a short chase. You cannot outrun the police in America. Well, you can if you're a good driver or if you have the patience to go through it because they are not going to stop. If you cross the border of a next county or state or whatever, they are going to call that police there. They are going to be waiting for you. Chances are it is going to end up in you crashing or even losing your life. The point is that the police held on to him. He was arrested, pending official charge, awaiting extradition from Florida to Alabama. Moral of the story is this: America, Jamaica, two completely different places. Jamaica, you can run from next door, hide from the top of the lane, and they're at the bottom of the lane, walking in plain view in front of the police. Leave from one parish to the next parish next door and be hiding for years and the police never find you. America is not like that. Everything is synchronized over there. Once you do any sorts of crime, especially serious crime, if it's even 25 years after, 30 years after, they have detectives that are assigned to cold cases, especially when a murder is fresh. First 48 hours, they are going to be on your ASS. You can best believe that. This is what Mr. Fraser did not understand. That is why Mr. Zachary Fraser is presently locked up in the United States. After leaving Jamaica, jump on a plane, jump on a boat, go to Alabama, take away that man, Mr. Neese, took his vehicle, then went to Florida, and then got FUCK in Florida. Point blank and period.
Spanish Town, hometown, yeah. Pick up in my ceiling. Green from left to all when it blood clot wire drop down, look up in my ceiling. Green for days. One daddy badness. We not put him out and talk.
So the next thing that is popping in the news, it is called A Few Moments, A Few Days, A Few Weeks Later, the remix. And that is based on that infamous video that has been making its round all over social media ever since the takeaway of Thickman. We saw that a whole bunch of persons came out in defense of one daddy badness, Thickman, Mr. Loban, that is. One of those specific persons is that lady that you saw. Her name is Queen on the Streets. She is said to be a scripper, sells PUMS along Back Road in that vicinity. Well, people, we all know that she made the threats to the JCF, and the JCF always takes it very seriously. They went on a find and seek mission, and they arrested her. She was charged for public nuisance, mischief, for sending threats to law enforcement and other persons, relevant authority. Well, people, guess what? It seems as if, well, she did go to court a couple of days ago. And in her defense, her lawyer said that my client had went out, night of partying, drinking, probably putting a few strange tealies in her mouth. She was drunk under influence of J. Ray and nephew, and she pressed record and she made a post on social media. Not being aware that it was on social media and that it would have went viral. She also claims through her lawyer that she does not know Mr. Loban. She does not know Thickman. She told the court that she is a hairdresser, nail tech / dancer. Now, people, I don't know if she dances like one of those dancers in the video or she dance, make it shake in the club, showing the poems, showing the breastises, showing all of the parts that she was naturally born with. I don't know if she should have told the court or would have told the court that occasionally might sell some PUMs, put my poems over the counter. However, the lawyer tried to downplay her association, affiliation, and declined, denied that she knows Mr. Thickman any at all. Based on the knowledge that we have, that is not so. The police already know that. She knows him and knows him very well. He knows her inside out, if you know exactly what I mean. They have had close acquaintances before. So people, at the end of the day, like I said, I don't know what is wrong with these buffoons. It seems as if social media hypnotize them. It seems as if they are very sensitive. It seems as if they get in their feelings for all the wrong reasons. It seems as if she had ulterior motive in defending Mr. Thickman because he was a good client. He was actually paying for the poems. He was actually assisting her to pay her bills. She gave him some of this and him gave her some sorts of cash. It was a symbiotic, very despicable relationship that they had. So people, at the end of the day, she said what she said, and like I've always said, for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. Such is the case as it pertains to this young lady. Point, and I use lady very loosely because she's a losers. Point blank and period.
One will call one next ambulance forward. So anyone come first. Anyone come first. No, just pass me right here. Just pass me right here, so.
Don't take off here. Don't take off here.
No man, stay with me. Jesus Christ. This celebrate, stay with me.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man, my breed. Let's keep it. Yeah. Doing the boss. Doing the boss.
Stay with me, new man. Pray ask God to put life in the man's body.
So the next thing that is popping in the news, it is called "Be very careful of these maniacs on the road." The voice note that you heard is of an accident that took place in a place called Unity Hall Main Road, that is in St. James. A police officer assigned to the Sandy Bay station that is in Hanover, 40-year-old Constable Alfredo Newman, he lost his life. Pretty much he was blazing on his bike in the direction of Reading when it is said that a taximan in a pro box came from a side road and then they collided, the bike collided in the vehicle, which is the pro box, the taxi. Based on the voice notes that you heard, cannot show the video because of YouTube's policy. But if you look on your screen, this is what the bike looks like. So just imagine going at a high rate of speed, somebody cuts out in front of you and the impact. If the bike looks like a mangled mess, just imagine the impact, just imagine the body. The body that was on the ground was in some very unnatural position, meaning the foot, the hand. A whole heap of stuff looked broken up. It looked like he was suffering from a whole bunch of head injuries based on the amount of BLOOD that was on the streets. Now, people, the road code is very simple. Go at a regular speed. And I am not saying that this man was doing anything wrong because obviously he got the right, but he got the wrong in that he was sent to the wrong place, the afterlife. Don't you notice that most of these accidents that we see in Jamaica, taxi have a whole bunch of things to do with it. Probox have a whole bunch of things to do with it. And I am not blaming every taximan. I am not blaming the motor vehicle because it is the people that are operating these motor vehicles. The people on a whole, they are in la land. The people on a whole, they are not focused. The people on a whole, they are distracted. The people on a whole, they are very selfish. They're always in a haste. But like them say, if you move fast like lightning, you are going to crash or clash like thunder. Such is the case, unfortunately. This officer lost his life. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, these choppers are going to chop until they chop away their freedom. There's a saying that goes something like this: Duppy knows who to frighten. Well, people, it seems as if these choppers don't know which Duppy to play with until that Duppy might come back and Duppy them. A latest scam that is trending all over social media. These choppers are using the name or image or likeness of the Commissioner of Police. You know, with the advancement of technology, there's a thing that is called deepfake, where they simulate the Commissioner of Police saying to people that, listen, we're trying to make Jamaica better. We are selling some products, and if you could assist us to buy these products, then we will use this money for crime-fighting measures, to buy vehicles, to buy all sorts of things, including body cam. So therefore, if you will be so kind, do your civic duty and support this cause, it will help the JCF to solve crime and make Jamaica better again, just like America and Trump. Well, people, it seems as if a lot of persons fall for the scam, fall for the sham, were bamboozled. It is said that persons, being decent citizens doing their civic duty, thought that they were putting up money or buying stuff for a worthy cause. Realized that they were being scammed, became suspicious, called the police. Them start to investigate the scam of them. Realize that when they call and ask to speak to the commissioner, which he left a number, which is his own personal number, supposedly, not really. The person that answered the phone would say, be professional. Hi, thank you for calling the offices of our Commissioner of the Police Force, JCF. The Commissioner is not available right now, but you could leave a message and he'll get back to you. You know the Commissioner is a very busy person, so leave a message and he'll get back to you at his earliest convenience. That call was never forthcoming because I guess that when they used the deepfake, you cannot really have a conversation. It is something that you have to plan and structure. So in other words, it is not spontaneous like that. The technology is advanced, but not that advanced. So people may just make you know. You sleep and mark, you know exactly what. Be fully aware, look out through your third eye, because if these people can't rob you blind, they will. They come up with all sorts of ingenious ways to get people, swindle people out of their money. But they never come up with a plan to go look a 9 to 5, dirty junk, go look a job, go look a work. And this is quoting from the great Blam Them. I hope that the police finds them and blam them, point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. Bless up.